Hello, this is CJ. I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana. I'm across the Red River from beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana, and basically I'm just chilling out, just relaxing, and that's what it's all about. Just enjoying a nice, lovely evening. Um, it's almost dinner time. I was thinking about should I eat now or should I push through until my regular uh, mid midnight. Midnight for me being anywhere because I give myself a little leeway, anywhere from 11 a.m. or I'm sorry, 11 p.m. until 1 a.m. Boy, 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. That would be a great leeway. But an hour before midnight or an hour before 12 a.m. and an hour after. So any time in there, I have that. I have that 2 hour block that I kind of consider a midnight in which I can start my carb count all over again. Now, I've done really well in the last few days, and I'm going to continue to do well tonight. But at midnight, of course, we do turn into Saturday. So I probably will wait closer till, because it's not that far. It's not that far. I'll probably wait. Now that I'm thinking of it, it's like, screw it. Sometimes the videos I help talk myself into having a little bit more discipline. Yeah. Hang on though. I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm gonna pause this video and if all goes well, I'll just continue on from this video. It's not that much longer until it's time, so maybe I can wait it out and then we'll see what's up. I think maybe I'll just sit down and have like a cup of orange tea while I wait around until dinner time. One of the things that you will want to do is keep something like this around. This is unsalted, unflavored, basically mixed nuts. So there's nothing in here. And if you want to add some flavor to it later on or something, you can, but there's nothing here. 26 pieces approximately will yield about 7 carbs. If I want to eat that many, that's almost a side dish. I'm going to have maybe 3 or 4 pieces. Not enough to worry about. And that'll get me through. If you hear me chewing, I just popped about 5, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. But I'm pretty fly for a keto guy. Okay, so yeah. That's cool. I'm good to go. I think I'm going to pause the video, and then when it's time to eat, I'll just show you what I'm having because it's really kind of cool. I'm happy with it. Hey there, look at me. It's time for dinner. I'm probably going to have to put the phone down while I pull this out. Hang on. Hey, so I won't eat all of this steak tonight. Probably just a little of the, probably just a little bit of the, maybe about a third of it or something like that. And then I'll save some for dinner tomorrow. But I've got something that I'm going to have with it that's really the star. So hang on. Aha. So a lot of juice from this meat has come out onto the plate. But I'm excited for it. So I've just cut off maybe like a quarter of the beef because I'm going to have smaller amounts throughout the day instead of one big steak. But this is a really good, say, medium-ish, maybe even a medium well temperature. So I still, I'm getting better, but I think I'm still slightly overcooking the meat. But the closer it is to the bone, it gets better. So, but the star of what's going on is this. This is some broiled or toasted pita bread. a couple of bits of cheese, Swiss cheese. It's great. In the chicken salad, and this is a canned chicken salad, but if I had chicken breast, I would have shredded up. Let's see, some dehydrated onion. And then there is cumin seed and dill, black pepper, just a twist of dehydrated citrus, just to give it a twist, you know. But what moistens it and binds it, cream cheese until to taste cream cheese, just your regular, probably about 4 to 6 ounces of cream cheese per typical can of salad, and then of chicken, you know, and then probably about 2 to 3 ounces of mayo if you need a little bit of softening to that, or you could use yogurt or something like that. But this is going to be a very delicious. Each one of these pita, there's only one, and I sliced it. This one didn't fare so well. It didn't cut quite as nice. So it's actually disguised. But yeah, there's no additional carbs, and the whole pita sandwich, 25 carbs. So that means if I'm going to stay below 50 carbs, I would have 25 more carbs to play around with throughout the day, in addition to this. Except today is, it's very early Saturday morning, around midnight. So it's Saturday. I'm going to be at the Jazz and Blues Festival later today. I'll post some videos from that also. It's a really fun thing that we do here, but I'm not really going to worry about carbs. I've done really, really well in the last few days, and even the bits of carbs that I have, I've not exceeded that 50 grams of carb rule that I have on my keto thing. So I've done really well. So anyway, yeah, I'm fixing to get to this. Let's see, let's taste it, like right here, because you get my reaction if I taste it, and it's like, if I'm like, ew, and I spit it out, you know it's not great. But I can tell you, this is a good chicken. This is a really good chicken salad. Absolutely. You can use anything to slightly freshen it. A little bit of tarragon goes great with something like this. If you have, depending upon how you feel, you can use just a twist of a mint. Rosemary does really well. I didn't use rosemary because I used dill, but you can use a little blend of both. If you use I love cilantro. I just didn't have any cilantro on hand, but I used cumin, you know. But cilantro leaves, sometimes you'll either get a sensation of something that, okay, this feels like a freshening of the flavor, or some people get a bitter, soapy thing on their palate, depending upon how they interpret it. And it's, they've said that the difference is a generic thing. I honestly don't know that. I think it may just be the same flavor, but I think how people interpret it. Do you know what I mean? Like everybody. Well, I mean, why would I? Why? Well, why not? Whatever. Some people enjoy like a Sour Patch Kid, and some people don't like sour candy. Like my father could not stand sour apple candy. We weren't really allowed to eat it in his presence. He couldn't stand it. the way it tasted. So some people, some people do have their preferences, and it's bothersome. So who knows? But cilantro is one of those things that has a flavor that some people just don't like. I happen to love it. I just don't have any on hand. But I would have used that in lieu of the cumin. I would have used cilantro instead of the cumin seed. I would have used cilantro leaves. But this is a really great salad. I'm enjoying it. Okay. This is almost a steak au poivre, meaning with pepper, except it's not in a sauce like a brown sauce, but it's really good. I've kind of left it attached at the fatty end, and I've just kind of like taken the piece that I've had, and I've kind of like pre-cut it, so it would just be be fun to play with. Let me get a cut of that, and we'll taste that real quick. So having cut into this, I can see where it's more of a medium, a little bit more of a medium. So this is actually going to be great, depending upon, like if I had it could be a little less done for me, but this is good. So we're going to try it out. Here's a taste. I use the convection oven. What's great about this is that to make this dinner, this required no cooking, and this took about 15 minutes and required no preheating, and in a smaller device, and it purports to use probably about 50% to 2/3 less electricity than, say, heating up an entire oven. So we shall see about that when the electric bill gets here. I'll let you know if it feels. It'll probably go down because we're having better weather, and so I'm going to use the air conditioner, especially towards the end of September, going into October. A little bit less, and I'll have some more window open days. So go down. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to save a little on the electric bill. Not that I really go over on that, but you want to conserve. I'm just a natural conservator. I don't know. Conservational, whatever the word. I don't know. I'll Google it. I'll practice saying it. I'll work it in conversation later. But it's just, just growing up, we were just like, hey, when you're leaving a room, turn off a light. If you're leaving the room, don't leave a light on, kind of thing. We were just taught that. Just walk around the house and leave lights on, stuff like that. If you're coming out of a room, turn the light off. So okay, little common sense, little things. Common sense to me. I'm really enjoying this meal, and eating it, taking a couple of bites, and then eating it slow. That's a tip. If you scarf, your body doesn't always have time to process the fact that to process the food, much less to let your brain know, hey, that you've eaten and that it has fuel. So eating slower lets the food digest and break down more efficiently, and your body recognizes it more efficiently, so that one piece of pita bread instead of 3 or 4 is what I'm able to have at this meal and be wonderful with it. Okay, so that being said, I love you. I really mean that, and love and light, peace. Good night.